It's showtime.
BSnBEER Media in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network. We present to you the Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the show, Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast. I am Dale. With me, as always, my frenemy Tim. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? I got something to show you real quick, Dale.
Oh,
Look at this.
you got to show me.
What is that?
Oh, God.
Is that the championship belt, baby?
You see
Huh?
that?
Look at that. Is that the champion belt? Huh?
This is why people don't like you, Tim.
This is why you don't like me. This is why you don't like me, Dale. You know, I wanted to throw that up at you. Maybe you need to zoom in a little bit. Maybe you need to zoom in, see on it.
I'm good. I'm busy tweeting out all the links for the people.
All right. Well, you can listen. You can listen to my BS until then. All right. So, encourage you to work faster. This is real gold. Did you know that, Dale? On the championship belt. Yeah, this is real gold right here.
Mm-hmm.
It says, what does it exactly say? It says world champion Tim Dennis. Not really, but whatever.
Like $25 at Walmart every day.
Yeah. Hey, look, I so cheap. When I first bought this stupid belt, I was so cheap. I bought the kids version, so it's not like very big. It's like
that's all I got in my house too, bro. My kid gets the very kid version of these titles, bro. That's
yeah. I was just like, hey, I want something to flaunt. Remember that? Do you remember that time that me and you went to Hooters after I won the first one?
Okay.
All right.
And all the ladies
and
the girls working there was like,
all the Hooters chicks was all about taking a picture with Tim's belt. All right. And Dale got there. He's like, are you serious right now?
You paid those ladies, man. That's all that was, bro. Like,
no, listen, man. Women
come over here and say you want to take a picture. Okay, cool.
No.
That's what they did.
It just shows that women are attracted to shiny things. Oh yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, it's Thanksgiving coming up, and I was just browsing before we got on and all that kind of stuff, and they were talking about saving your lint from the dryer to help you start a fire. So
charcoal fire for your grill.
Yeah. So look, I usually would do paper towels soaked in oil.
Okay.
And then light those suckers, and that catches everything I need.
You mean some veggie oil?
Yeah, vegetable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like car oil. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That usually gets everything I need, So yeah. What do you think?
Welcome back, Patty. I've been wondering where she's at. Man, so look, dude, you know what I use? All right. I'm the redneck of the group. All right. Mm-hmm. So I have one of those, it's like a tar burner that you hook up to a propane tank. And like you'll see those guys when they fix the road, they'll have like that little strip of tar. They got to melt it a little bit. That's what I use. I start all my fires with that crap.
Oh yeah, this is like a torch, pretty much.
It's a blowtorch. It'll shoot a fire out like 3 feet long. Yeah, that's what I do because I'm that guy.
That's good stuff.
Yeah,
that's usually how most of the barbecue people do it. They just overdo it, and just the fire starting.
Fire now. It's like Beavis and Butthead. Showing my age over here. Beavis and Butthead, fire.
Yes, indeed.
Patty throws beans and rice.
Let's answer some questions real quick. Trade Justin Jefferson for Lamar and JSN. That's interesting.
Oof.
That's interesting.
Wow,
that is interesting.
Lamar and JSN. I'm interested.
JSN been showing up these
Yeah.
past few weeks, man. Especially with DK Metcalf out. But DK Metcalf he came back,
Hmm.
played everything like that. So with them having their full complement of receivers, I mean, does JSN kind of go backwards, or are they saying, you know what, this is our rookie, well, second year now, high draft pick.
Yeah.
You know, why wouldn't we play him? So
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. It's live, Chris Vic. Super live. It's super live because I got the belt on me today. I taste it. Yeah, Bobby. I love it. Um, so look, man, I'm looking. I'm crunching up my strength of schedule stuff.
Mhm.
Right here. So give me a few here. I like your idea. I'm looking quickly at Lamar's
The
uh,
playoff schedule and
the
everything like
playoff
that.
schedule. That's what I'm
Yeah.
interested in the most.
Um,
So,
I would say if you're considering this trade, you must have a weakness at quarterback.
mhm.
And with Lamar uh solving your weakness at quarterback, and then you have JSN to kind of backfill that vacancy at receiver.
Yeah,
I honestly like this trade to make the playoff push and everything. And it is me without looking at any numbers,
and,
anything like that. So
and also, this is one thing to think about too is when you're trading JJ away, are you going to make a competitor in the playoffs?
yeah.
Are you building somebody up to make the playoffs here?
Mhm.
So let me see here. All right, looking at the Vikings strength of schedule for wide receivers. The first week of the playoffs, they got Chicago, which is the fifth hardest team to score points against. And week 17, the week of the championship, they got they're playing Green Bay, the 10th hardest team to get points against for a wide receiver. Now, as far as quarterbacks go, Lamar does not have a good strength of schedule in the playoffs, but he does on the championship game. So
Okay.
so that's awesome. But what is let me
Go for
grab
it.
the
I'm
Seahawks.
saying take do the trade.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Seahawks aren't too great. They got a really hard wide receiver schedule on week 15, the first week of the playoffs, and week 17. So yeah, if you need a quarterback, man, this is the trade to make. I like it.
Okay. Here we go. There we go. Should I play Kareem Hunt over CeeDee Lamb if Pacheco doesn't play? Pacheco is probably not going to play until week 13 at the
Mm.
earliest. We will talk more about that when we get to the injuries and stuff like that. So yeah, keep, keep riding Kareem Hunt right now.
I like it.
Let's see. We just use fire juice that comes out of the bottle of Walmart.
Oh, okay. It comes in a bottle at Walmart. Dale's too cheap to buy stuff. He just makes that lint himself. Uh, oh,
Yes, indeed. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They're okay. The Cowboys fans would be okay. They would actually. Colts was cheering for a loss, so that's on. Belts on, sound dirty.
Dang, Patty. She's into stuff we're not even talking about. Oh,
All right, I
man.
have the Bengals on bye this week. Winning streak ends in fantasy as I won't have Burrow, Higgins, or Chase. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You probably should have already considered this a loss, and it's okay. You know, if
Yeah.
if you're in good shape, you could take a loss. You know,
Hey, hey, look, I gotta imagine Bobby's pretty good at fantasy football. Look at his picture here, all right? Like he's like he ain't killing the ladies too much, got the glasses and the good haircut and all that. He's
he's got a
definitely
lot of
like
time on his hands.
he's picking up librarians for sure. All right. Like he's got them chicks on lock. All right, Bobby. Yeah.
All right, is Rico Dowell startable flex? Um,
Oh,
if you're desperate, like if you're desperate and you're counting on anything on the Cowboys other than CeeDee Lamb, I get it, but I'm not messing with the running back core of the Cowboys. I mean, unless you're in my team's shape. Well, I literally have no running backs. I'm starting any buster I can get.
Yeah, I got Rico getting 9.5 points this week.
Okay.
Running back 25. So,
Okay.
What's up, Frizzle?
Running back 25.
Wow.
Would you drop Pop Douglas to pick up Devin Singletary? I don't think Devin Singletary is going to do you much good with Tracy taking over the role in New York. I mean, I get the whole next man up situation. If you're in that scenario, sure. You just want to have the next man up.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Let's see. Should I trade Dobbins and Boswell for Brees Hall and Chase Brown? I would have to find replacements this week 12, full PPR redraft.
Second in the
what do you
league.
think about this? Like, I don't see anybody trading Chase Brown and Brees Hall for Dobbins and the kicker.
Yeah. If you're doing it, do it. That's fine.
I mean, if they're going to accept it, go ahead. But I don't see that being a fair trade. Any trade I would hit accept on. One running back and a kicker for two running backs? No.
Yeah. Dell loves kickers, though. He does anything for them.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Hell yeah, Bobby. Good job. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm a spreadsheet nerd too, Bobby. All right, don't worry. All right. Like, look, I wear contacts every day though, so I'd have some big old glasses on like I was 1994 again. So, and God took away my hair because I wasn't making good hair choices when I did have hair. My haircuts were stupid. So,
okay, Chris is saying, should he let go of Kyle Pitts or trade him? I guess if you can get any value for him, go ahead and trade him.
I always want to trade, even if it's
not consistent. That's for sure.
Well, here's the kicker on guys like Kyle Pitts is like you want to get rid of him, but maybe you can trade a valuable piece with Kyle Pitts for a much more valuable piece. You know what I'm saying? You add him to a trade, to another piece to get an even more valuable piece for you. So that's where he falls into line for me right now, especially in redraft. I'm assuming we're talking about redraft.
Yeah, it's redraft for him for sure. Okay. All right, man. Let's talk about some injuries because we had some games, and we have games. People get injured, so let's get to the injury update here. And week 12.
Yep.
Come on, background. Where we at, background? Oh, we coming.
Oh, yeah? Technical. Yeah. That intern? There we are. There we go. You got to reach around, grab that flip-flop and reach in the back seat and hit one of them interns, man. Like Mom did.
What did Dell do to become bald if Tim wasn't making good choices and lost his?
That was lying about his height. I might have to post your rap videos back in the day.
Hey, that's fine. Come on.
Dell was a legitimate rapper. Yeah, he was.
Check us out. All right. Offensive injuries. Gabe Davis, meniscus tear. So he's going to be out of there. Eric McCoy, the center for the Saints, he just came back from an injury, but now he is dealing with a groin injury again. And we will see if this is going to hamper him, keep him out or not. Another one of the big injuries was Darwin Jones, the offensive tackle for
Mhm.
Cleveland, fractured his ankle. He's going to be out. Don't look at him. I'm wondering how much it's going to affect somebody like
Jameis Winston.
no, not Jameis. I mean, you know, Jameis can
Chubb.
do his thing. Chubb, yeah,
Chubb.
that's what I'm thinking about.
All right. I'm there for you, brother. I'm trying to be your backup. All right. I know you start forgetting names. You know,
It's ridiculous still. I
Becky,
don't understand what it is, bro.
Becky,
I don't know
Suzanne,
anybody's name.
Tabitha. Who we talking to? Who we got this week, Dale? Hey, I'm full of it today. I'm sorry, brother. I'm full of it today. Go ahead.
It's ridiculous, bro. We did see Brock Purdy pop up on the injury report. According to Kyle Shanahan, he is saying Brock Purdy is day to day with a shoulder injury. So keep an eye on that. Calvin really popped up with an illness on the injury report. I don't know if he's going to be able to play, but if you got him in your lineup, definitely want to keep an eye on his practice participation. George Kittle also has a hamstring injury too for San Francisco. So that's something to keep an eye on. So, okay. So Akorian 2's here saying Njoku is good to go. So yeah, that's good news. Should he bench Aaron Jones for Najee Harris though? Najee Harris and Aaron Jones been kind of iffy as far as consistency at the running back spot. And then with Najee's predicament, they got Jalen Warren, and Jalen Warren can show up and just start taking all the carries from Najee. But Aaron Jones doesn't really have that kind of thing. Cam Akers, maybe he ate into like a goal line snap or two, but that's about it though.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got this week I was just at it. Let's see, I got Najee at 12.2 points this week, and I got Aaron Jones at 13.2. So we're close to being a preference. Aaron Jones at number 15 and Najee at 19. So
yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see here. You know what? Let's talk about these bye weeks. Okay, this is one of the week 12 is one of the big bye weeks. I think you got 6 teams on bye. And week 14 is also going to be one of these big bye weeks. Why in the hell is the NFL having these late bye weeks like this? And Roger Goodell really sucks, bro. Like, you really don't care about the fans doing this stuff.
Well, you're going to have a bye week no matter what. What do you mean? How does he not care about you? Did he spit in your face?
It has to be done earlier in the year, bro. It didn't have to be done the game right before you go into the for the playoffs, bro. Like, you don't have to do this. And then think about it as a team. There are what, 17 weeks in the NFL season?
Yeah.
Why the hell do we have a bye week at week 14, bro?
18 weeks.
18 weeks, okay.
18 weeks. So which bye week would be your bye week to have then, Dale? If you got to choose of all the bye weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like it was what?
In the middle. That's what I would want.
You want to run? You want your bye week right in the middle? Week 9,
week 9, week 8,
week 10,
something like that. Yeah.
Well, what are the advantages of having that though? Like, I mean, if you're going to complain about it, you got to give us both sides of the boat, right? Like, what is the big complaint about having a bye week early and having a bye week late? And then what's the pros and cons of those two? You know what I'm saying? What's the pro and have?
It's all about rest and regeneration, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why you want it to be at least half the season, so that way you get a break in half the season and continue on. That's the thought, at least. But I mean, you have the injury bug creep up at different times. Like Kansas City has been having an injury bug creeping up in their running back situation, and maybe they wanted their bye week a little bit earlier than it's been or whatever. So yeah, it's different things, but I just think the late bye week serves no purpose for anybody. It hurts everybody.
Well, if you get a week off though, if you get a week off in the late in the season, you probably need that rest a little bit more than you do early in the season. Is my argument, I guess, where I was headed to that. So, we're good.
Yeah, if you're in a predicament to pick up Tyrone Tracy, pick him up.
Yeah,
like he should not be free.
He should not be free.
That is a crime.
He's ranked 4th. I got him ranked 14th this week.
Yeah, that
so
is a crime.
I'm not going to tell you to drop Najee for him, but I am saying you should have him.
Yeah. Let's look at the defensive injuries. We had Roquan Smith go out with the hamstring injury. Alex Anzalone with a broken forearm. That sucks for Detroit. They're already having to replace a lot of pieces on their defensive line, and now you're looking at the linebackers here. Myles Garrett dealing with the hip injury, and Denzel Ward dealing with a rib injury for Cleveland. So those are the defensive injuries that popped out to me. Let's look at some guys coming back from injury. As you got these guys going to injury, we have people coming back.
I like that clip because all the nurses are on the roof waving bye to that guy. Yeah. Whatever he did, they're really happy about it.
But it kind of goes to show you how simple we were as kids, bro.
Dude,
like, yo, he's running out the hospital. Good, all right.
Yay. He's too handsy anyway. Like you get that old dude, he's too handsy on you, on the nurses. Yeah. I don't know.
Freaking ambulance coming on the middle of the field, knocking players over, bro. We were entertained by this crap, bro. This was the best stuff ever, bro. All right, healthy now. Mike Evans coming back from his hamstring, expected to play, as well as for Detroit, Sam Laporta, the tight end, who's dealing with the AC joint injury after he caught that touchdown, winning the game. But yeah, he's expected to play. Adam Thielen and Jonathan Brooks are both expected to play. We've been talking about Jonathan Brooks for a while now, but he's actually supposed to make his debut next week. Hopefully, that is the truth. And everything I've read saying Isaiah Pacheco for the Chiefs is expected to return in week 13. So that will be a big boost to Kansas City and fantasy teams everywhere, man. Like a running back coming back. He may split carries, but still he will have a big role because he was the best running back they had, like, period, bro.
Yeah. You think he's going to split time at all with Hunt?
Yeah, I think he's going to split time.
You think he's all right?
Hunt's still looking good. And there's no reason to not split the carries at this point. You got a guy coming off injury. So yeah.
Work Pacheco in for a week or so. That's what I would expect. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Okay. It is that time, Tim, to get on a flight.
That's right.
You know what time it is. It is time for the beer flight.
Let's take a beer flight.
All right.
That was a Southwest flight too.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah. He even got off-brand footage on here.
That's what it was.
All right, we're good.
All right. And the offensive side, the pickups this week here, Tim. Let's see who we got featured. For quarterbacks, Bo Nix. So this was a few weeks ago. We talked about Bo Nix over the phone during our little Sunday calls here.
Our Sunday business
I
meeting.
suggested that you start Bo Nix over Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Now that week it didn't work out.
I did it. I fell into your tricks.
Yeah, that week it didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't.
But
some crap.
But since then, Tim, he has been doing pretty good, right?
This is why I never listen to you. All right, because I never know if you do this stuff on purpose. Like, oh, I know Bo's not going to do well, but he's about to do well, and Tim's going to shoot himself thinking about how well Bo could do when he's on his bench the next week. All right, because he was on my bench the very next week, which was this week. Yeah, whatever. So,
Oh man.
yeah.
All right, he dropped Najee and got Tyrone Tracy. Here we go.
All right, dude. All right.
If this works out.
That's right. I like it.
But yeah, man, Bo Nix has been looking pretty good. I think just football eye, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the other rookie quarterbacks, right? You got
Mhm.
Jake Daniels, he's doing pretty okay. Caleb Williams has kind of been up and down. Drake May has been doing all right,
Mhm.
but Bo Nix has maybe seemed like the jewel of the class so far. What do you think?
Dude, man, I really thought Sean Payton was lying when he was talking about we went and got our guy. This is the guy we wanted.
Yeah.
But it's looking like he wasn't lying about that. So, you know, I thought he was lying, but here we are. He's his roster position has changed from last week, from week to week. The week you told me to start him until last week when he got on. I think he got on our list last week. Wasn't he on our quarterback list last week?
Right, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, but it changed 17%. So if you don't have him, if he's not rostered in your league, he needs to be. If you have a serviceable starter, yeah, Bo Nix probably needs to be a backup because you also going into the playoffs don't want one of these other weaker teams to grab him up, right? So, but week 11, he completed 28 passes for 307 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 rush attempts, and he eclipsed the 300-yard mark for the first time in his career. And this week he's going against Las Vegas, and they've given up the 8th most points to quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
There
we go.
That's great. All right,
this sounds like a time to fire all the cannons here on Bo Nix.
Yeah, but when I start him, he's not going to do good. Don't worry, I'm going to leave him on the bench because I'm not doing that crap. I'm not falling for the Dell crap again. All right, this happens to me all the time. He asked me for he asked me for advice on the show last week for a player, and we were playing each other. All right.
Okay, look, I told you at that point I didn't know that.
You lie so much. You lie more than Sean Payton does.
I didn't know that. Look, Tim, you think I'm this huge mastermind here? No. Before the show, I'm preparing the show. That's what I'm doing.
This is the Mr. Magoo defense. He's Mr. Magoo defense over here. You know who Mr. Magoo is, Dale?
Yeah. You saw the intro for Beer Flight? Yeah, that's what I was doing before the show, Tim. All right. That's what I do before the show. I'm not looking at my fantasy matchup.
You gonna get us arguing on the show, Dale. You know.
All right, let's talk some running backs. We got a question here. Pick 2 running backs: Walker, Kyron Williams, or Monty. I like. Who the hell is Kyron Williams playing?
Philly.
He's hard to sit, bro.
Philly. Wow, these are 3 great ones.
I'd probably go Walker in Montgomery.
Yeah, that's what I get. But honestly, those 3, we're talking about a 1.5 difference between the 3 of them. So I got Walker and Montgomery as 7 and 8, and then Kyron at 11. So we're not 11th position for running back position this week. So,
all right, there we go. Let's talk about the featured running back, Roschon Johnson. Love having him on the list here, Tim. Just watching the games a little bit. He is getting more snaps for sure. Roschon Johnson is. You can see it's kind of shifting toward a timeshare between Swift and Roschon Johnson. Yeah. Roschon Johnson is looking like the goal line back, which is cool. Well, Swift has like game-changing ability, and so there's no way they're going to just keep him off the field. I do like the fact that they're using him for the bigger back, so at least he's got a role. And if you got a running back with the role, I can kind of count on, and look at his previous starts in games or whatever, and I can figure out what he's going to get. So week 11, he tied for a season high of 10 rushing attempts for 33 yards, and he had a touchdown. He got one catch for 8 yards as well. So 5 rushing touchdowns on 46 carries this season. So it is kind of a crapshoot, but sometimes you just got to grow with it, bro, and just put him in there.
That's off your side piece, the Bears. That's your side piece team. Yeah.
Also interesting on this list, kind of coming off of a bad game though. Tyler Algier. I saw that he was hot early in the season, and everybody was always like, "Oh, Bijan is there," and so they started shifting more of the workload toward Bijan. Well, now they're getting their ass whooped. The Falcons are. I think for sure they're gonna come back with Algier and rotate the backs and try to keep Cousins from having to make all the plays and stuff. In the passing game, I think that's what they're going to end up doing. And so that's why I think that part is interesting. One person I picked up this week on this list was Amir Abdullah, because of the injury to Zamir White. Now, don't get me wrong, Vegas sucks.
Yeah. There's not a lot of points to be had out there.
Yeah. I don't expect great work from Amir Abdullah, but he's probably gonna be the starting guy. I'm just picking him up.
Dale, you need to talk to that last guy that had who do you have? He had Jones, Walker, Montgomery, and Williams. You need to talk to him about
I
some
never
running
have
back
that
help.
kind of running back luck. I don't have that running back kind of luck. Every year I struggle with running backs. All right, wide receiver. This is another guy we talked about yesterday. Well, I'm sorry, on Sunday with our phone call here. Christian Watson, the wide receiver from Green Bay Packers, Tim. He had the best performance of his career. All right.
Yeah.
Catching four catches, 150 yards. Absolutely crazy game for him. I'm probably gonna have to end up starting him again. Tim, should I feel comfortable starting him?
You said him last week.
Oh, I said him. Yes. Nobody in their right mind started him last week, Tim.
Well, who did you start instead?
T. Higgins.
Last
T. Higgins
week.
did his thing.
T. Higgins. All right. Well, it was between him and T. Higgins.
T. Higgins did his thing.
All right. I'm just checking.
Listen, I played you last week, and it sucks that I had to play you because I had the second highest scoring total in the league, and you had the top highest score in the league. So it sucks that I had to play you last week.
Say so, what else? What? What?
As I get the schedule guys. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The schedule guys.
Yeah, me and the schedule guys from that league. Okay. So Watson's been doing great though. He caught all 4 of his targets, and to get 150 yards on 4 targets is amazing.
Yeah,
honestly. And but he's very inconsistent, and he might end up doing something well after all this. We'll see. Green Bay's kind of a hard toss up with wide receivers, man. So
yeah. Do you think our bet is going to be close at the end of the year with Watson versus
dude, I might lose this bet if Watson keeps doing some things. Watson Dobbs, that was our bet for the year.
Yeah, well, no, it was Watson. What's his name? Not Dobbs. Reed.
Yeah, it was Reed. So,
all right. Let's get over to the tight ends, Tim.
All right.
Real quick, we got a question drop. Kincaid for the Saints tight end. Which one are you talking about? You talking about Foster Morrow, or are you talking about Juwan Johnson? If I know we're not talking about Taysom Hill because Taysom Hill is a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Taysom Hill is available in your league, get him.
Well, this is a Saints. This is a Saints page, so I'm assuming all the Saints players, most people are going to be in a Saints.
He's talking about Taysom. Get Taysom.
Oh, wow.
Stop talking to get Taysom. Stop chatting to get Taysom, man.
Dang, Dale, he's about to get all flustered and
what
stuff.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? What's wrong with your league, bro? Why is Taysom free?
He's not a local, like he doesn't live locally near New Orleans because Taysom's probably off the list for every good. And the Saints have the third best playoff schedule for tight ends. So,
yeah. Taysom don't really play tight end. All right.
Yeah, I got you.
That's good. Schedule stuff don't work for Taysom. All right.
He was about to drop Dalton though, right? On the Bills.
Dalton Kincaid. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Bills have the 7th hardest schedule going into the playoffs. So if Taysom is available, then grab him up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, look, it's gonna be like a hit and miss kind of thing now. Taysom's not gonna go off every week, but the fact that he's getting carries at running back and carries from the quarterback position where he's extremely effective. He's throwing the damn ball, he's catching the damn ball. What more do you want, bro? You're not gonna get a 0 for the most part when you're playing Taysom, unless you get hurt, you know.
But he don't get hurt really.
No, he gets hurt. He's like 34 years old.
Oh,
and he's still burning people for like 75 yards on a run.
Yeah.
Taysom is amazing, bro. I don't know how damn it, what is his name now? Florida Gator quarterback.
Tim
Tebow. My God.
Yeah.
I don't know how Tebow sleeps at night when Taysom is out here balling like this, you know. Like I could have did that. I could have did all this. Yes, you could have. Yes,
it could be me.
Yes, it could have been you, Tebow.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's talk. Jonnu Smith, man, this has been somebody heating up since we saw the return of Tua. Okay, week 11. Caught 6 of 8 targets, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns, 81% snap share.
Yeah, we like
the
that.
The key piece of Miami offense. I
don't know why.
Hill, who?
Tua came back. Yeah. He came back. He forgot who Tyreek was.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, Jonnu Smith been balling, bro. Like it's been crazy to see that, man. So, yeah, if Jonnu Smith is available, you got to get him too, man.
Yeah.
So okay, McBride. And that's one person I wanted to talk tight end about. Trey McBride has not caught a touchdown this year. You know what, Tim?
Oh.
You know what, Tim?
Oh yeah, you pulling it out? You pull no? The intern's not doing right? What's going on?
Oh, a little low.
All right.
I'm sorry. McBride is gonna catch a touchdown, bro. He is due
this
week. Touchdown. Hold him on your team. Do not let him go.
This week?
Now you say this week.
See, he says stuff really loud, and then whenever I'm like double checking something, he's like, "Oh well, hey, I might be able to make it. I don't know." He's like mumbling some crap. You know,
who did they play this week? Tim? Who did they play? Hold on.
I don't even know, man. I don't know. It's just an opportunity for me to give you crap. So.
They might be on a bye week this week, man.
I don't think they
Let me
are.
see.
I don't think they are.
It's the bye. It's the first bye apocalypse. So I think.
No, they're playing Seattle.
Okay,
At Seattle. And McBride's ranked the number 3 tight end for the week.
Okay.
And also, though, too,
McBride gonna score a touchdown this week. Let's go.
You're doing it.
Let's go. He's gonna do it.
All right.
He's gonna do it.
All right. Beer betting. You beer betting it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Hey, I'm writing
Beer
that crap
bet.
down right now because you know what? You made a beer bet like 2 weeks ago. I forgot to write it down. And if I don't write it down, this is what happens. If Dale, because he's in charge of things, right? So like if he loses the beer bet, he just don't remind me. All right. And so, you know, and I'm afraid to write stuff in our shared notes because that can disappear too. You see how that works? All right. Because I'm not so sure. I don't know if I could trust him on that level. All right, guys. Yeah. Dale beer bet, you know, this guy. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That's my prediction for you guys right there. Because it's got to happen, bro. He's catching too many passes. So
all right.
He's due. All right. The defensive pickups. Let's see. With the team defense, we don't have anybody featured, but
dang. Hey, I got it. Never mind. Let me find it.
Okay.
Who was it? Oh man. It was the Commanders. It was the Commanders.
The Commanders up against Dallas. Yes.
Of course.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Of course.
Rush taking a lot of sacks. Love that. Tampa Bay versus the Giants. They're starting DeVito. He takes a lot of sacks dating back to last season. That's going to be a great matchup for the Bucs. So yeah, those two jump out at me a lot.
So let's see what I got. Taking my notes here. I got so they've been good. They've been good against bad offenses specifically. So you know when to play the Commanders defense against a team when it's a bad offense. And that sounds like typical anyway. See, the Cowboys have sucked pretty much, and Dak is gone. Cooper Rush. The Texans sacked Cooper Rush 5 times, intercepted him once, recovered a fumble, scored a defensive touchdown, and the Cowboys are their usual mess. So that's my notes on the Cowboys.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It'd be even better if you're playing the Cowboys at home because they have not won a home game in the year 2024.
They're 0-5.
Like it's real. Okay.
They were saying that that the Cowboys and Mike Tyson have won as much in the same building.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. The defensive line. Let's talk about Nick Bonito. All right. 6 straight games with a sack.
Yeah.
I picked this guy up like, what the hell is he doing out here?
Yeah.
All right. I picked him up. I need a defensive lineman. So, Nick Bonito, please continue to streak while I have you. But the fact that I have him on my team will tell you this streak is coming to an end. But the good thing about him is he has some good matchups coming up. He's playing against the Raiders. You know, Raiders suck. They give up a lot of sacks. Browns suck. Jameis has been sitting back there a lot, and he's passing the ball a lot. That gives him a lot of opportunity. So Nick Bonito can possibly show up here and get this thing going, bro. So
I like it.
I don't know, Nick Bonito. The linebacker position, Jack Campbell. Really good call here, Tim, with Alex Anzalone.
Yeah,
going to miss the rest of the season with the forearm broken, right? So Jack Campbell is going to step in. I want to say he's like a second-year player, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And so I think his production is going to probably step right into what Alex Anzalone was producing for you. So if you need a linebacker, Jack Campbell looks to be an excellent option here, man.
Yeah, he's going to be full time.
Yep.
So it's great.
Defensive back. Evan Williams from the Green Bay Packers, the safety.
I thought you'd like this one because your bourbon thing.
Oh yeah.
You hear that 0.5 seconds worth of pause right there for Dill's brain to kick into some other direction,
right?
Other than the show, yeah.
That's right. Gotta piece it together, Tim.
Oh yeah. But here's our.
All right, so he missed week 9, had the bye week, and so week 11 he played 99% of the snaps. And, he produced pretty well. So the last 2 games he's been an every down player. Produced 6 total tackles and 3 total tackles or 3 assisted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's 4 tackles, 6 assisted, and then 6 tackles, 3 assisted. Gotcha. And the last stat would be the sacks. So 4.
So yeah, good job. If Evan Williams is available and you need a DB, let's look this guy up because he can probably help you out. So that has been the beer flight for week 12. Be sure to tip your stewardess.
Dang. Have you ever tipped a stewardess? Have you ever flown?
No. Yeah, flown, of course.
Because you drive everywhere. Everywhere I've ever heard of, you've driven.
No. Oh, we fly to Florida. I don't understand what's wrong with Florida. Like if you look at driving from the bottom of Florida to the top of Florida, it takes you like 12 hours. Okay. You do the same thing in Texas, and it takes you 12 hours. You know, it don't make any sense to me, bro.
Yeah. Why?
Florida is ridiculous.
Okay. It's just the length.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
That's it.
Pretty much, man. I can drive from here to Ohio in 11 hours, but it takes me like 12 hours to get to Orlando. Like it don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. It didn't seem that far away.
Yeah, bro. It's nuts, man. It is nuts.
I'm with you.
All right, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
It is that time again every week to look at some matchups, pick some games. Let's do this.
And now let's look at this week's matchup.
All right. It is week 12. You know what? Before we get into actually making some picks, let us review the pick'em here. Yes.
I cannot.
At number 1, Crime Day Curtain with 82 correct, followed by Casey's Clowns and Who Dat 603 with 81. Let's see. Boo Bear wins at 79. She's at number 4. Bud Sweat and Beer 78 correct at number 5. All right, skipping down a little bit. Number 9 is me, 75. Tied with top pictures.
Yeah.
Look at Marvin down there where he belongs at 73 with number 14. I'm scrolling. My finger is hurting, Tim. All right.
Is it?
My finger.
You don't have to keep
scrolling. Shout out to my guy, the Queefers, number 22 with 65 correct.
Oh my gosh.
And Timmy D down there, number 23, 61 correct, followed by Kyle.
Yeah.
57.
Yeah.
Painful.
Yeah. 23 out of 30. Is that right? 30 something?
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
Yes. 30.
Yeah. All right. Pretty much you can go AFK and still beat me at Pick'em. Away from keyboard. You just like leave and you'll be doing better than me. Because most of those people that are below me have left the league, haven't been doing it lately. So,
just shameful.
You can't win every game you can play, Dale.
Shameful, Tim. All right. Let's pick some games, man. We got Pittsburgh going to Cleveland. Pittsburgh is a 3.5-point favorite. The total for this game is a whopping 36.5. Smash the under because it's Pittsburgh. Just like I told you last week, Tim. Pittsburgh likes to muddy up the game. That's what they do.
Yeah. That's true. And now this is kind of a change here because I threw the Thursday night game on here instead of the highest points games. But most everybody's watching Thursday night games now because they're in prime.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're probably gonna watch the first half and turn it off. It's not gonna be a good game, I'm telling you.
You can always make the game more interesting by making a good prop bet. You see how that works?
Oh, yeah. That's the only way to make it good.
Intro, baby. Intro to the next slide.
That's the only way to make it good.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson is one of the prop bets with 173.5 passing yards. He is projected for 206 yards. Jameis Winston at 211.5 passing yards. He is projected for 234. George Pickens, 55.5 receiving yards. He is projected for 67 receiving yards. So I will say with this one, I like the Jameis over 211 passing yards.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the Russell Wilson over 173.5 passing yards too. Those are the two I like. George Pickens has been his number one target. I'd probably have to look at his previous game to see what he got. I know he didn't get a touchdown in this previous game. So maybe he's due again.
I'm down with Jameis over here. Jameis Winston over. That's where I'm more headed at because they're going to be pushing, trying to get some offense going against the Steelers. Pretty good defense.
Yes.
Both these teams have got good defense, good run game, questionable quarterbacks. I mean, it's like looking at two twin sisters that neither one of them are cute. Right? Something about twins, man. They both get a +2, right? So but if they're like fours from
I've
the
never
start,
actually seen that in person.
what, twins?
No, ugly twins.
Ugly twins.
Every set of twins has always been like, ooh.
Maybe that's your mind going into it, Pokemon, I gotta collect them all, Maybe it's your mind, Dale, like, oh, hey.
Maybe. I just remember, like my buddy, he had twin sisters older than him. They were smoking hot. Probably my first crush. About twins back in high school, they were hot. Bro, like,
all right,
they don't make two bad ugly twins, bro. Like, how they come, Tim?
We'll find some of them. Your hunt will be on. You haven't gone deep enough into Florida yet to find them, because I'm sure there's some ugly ones in Florida somewhere. Florida man crap. So.
Maybe so. Okay, so you like the Jameis and you like the Russell Wilson prop.
Yeah, I like Jameis mostly, and then Wilson behind. So yeah, okay. I'm not gonna bet on Pickens personally. So
yep. All right. Well, let's pick this game, man. Pittsburgh, a 3.5-point road favorite at Cleveland. Who you got?
Gosh, dude, I really kind of take Cleveland on this one.
Wow.
They're tired of losing. All right. They're tired of losing. They might win this game. We'll see.
All right. Yeah, give me Pittsburgh minus the points. They're going to cream this team. So that's
all right. Wow.
That's my thought.
There you go. I think the Cleveland defense is going to make Pittsburgh have to throw the ball, and then Russell Wilson's only been throwing it to the outside, so it's pretty easy to defend. That's how I feel. We'll see.
Okay. Kind of kind of going off of this last game here.
Yeah.
Pick 2 wide receivers: Tillman, Quentin Johnson, Noah Brown, CeeDee Lambs, or DeAndre Hopkins. I'm looking probably at Quentin Johnson and CeeDee Lamb, just off my top of my head.
I'm going CD and Hopkins.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Quentin's
just Herbert's been hot, and Quentin Johnson is the number 1 guy, in my opinion. Of course,
Yeah.
I don't have any stats to prove that, back that up, or anything like that.
Sounds like a Justin Fields argument.
It's just off the top of my head is what I'm going with. So that's why I would say Quentin Johnson and Lamb. It sucks having to put Lamb in there, though. Honestly, like God,
because Rush
sucks.
Rush, yeah.
Let's see, Hurts, running back Hall, Kamara, Chase Brown, Dobbins, Eckler, London, Lamb, Ridley, Jennings, Downs, Bowers, and Hawkinson. I want to make a big trade before the deadline. What do you recommend to me?
Well, let's see here.
The hot people he's got on his team is going to be Dobbins.
Yeah.
And Jennings. That's your hot ones.
Well, I'll say the Jets have the second best schedule for the playoffs, so that's a keep on Hall.
Okay.
Let's see, Eckler. Yeah, I'm not sure who we trying to trade up for though. We got a pretty good roster here.
Oh, he's pretty open. He just wants to make a trade. So, what guys would you try to get rid of? I'd probably look to move Lamb.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Dobbins. I'm actually a Jennings believer.
Jawan Jennings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he went off. We recommended the pickup last week, by the way, and he went off last week.
Right.
And I think
I'm actually a Jennings believer. I would definitely hold on to him.
You gonna trade Downs, Dale? That's your boy.
Yeah, I trade Downs, but I don't think you'll get my form right now.
Yeah.
And so Dobbins, Lamb, and Jennings are going to be probably the hottest things that you could trade that I'd be willing to give up on this team.
Yeah.
So
Hawkinson.
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting that for Hawkinson. He's been hurt all year.
Yeah, but it might be an added piece to it. You know, if you're trading 3-way to get 1 or 2.
So what could you possibly get for a guy like Dobbins, a guy like Lamb, a guy like Jennings, or Downs?
I was crunching some of this stuff over here, trying to figure that out. It might be, I don't know if you're going to trade before. Maybe who was last time Tommy DeVito took over the Giants? Who was his hot wide receiver that he was throwing to? It might end up being a neighbor scenario, is what I'm thinking. The Giants grab somebody on the whim.
Okay.
Giants have a good schedule for the pass, for their wide receiver schedule coming up. The running backs' best schedules are Tampa Bay, Jets, Eagles, and Falcons open up right when the playoffs start. So you might be able to trade and get something there. But I'm going to recommend teams just for a strength of schedule.
Right.
We got wide receivers, anybody on the Titans, Steelers, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals, in that order. I'm not sure we're going to trade for a tight end. So we should try to trade for a running back and a wide receiver.
Okay.
Right. So
right.
Mike Evans, maybe?
Mike Evans.
Evans.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
You might be able to trade Lamb and some pieces for Mike Evans, Lamb and Hawk, or Lamb and Dobbins. and get Mike Evans.
I wouldn't do Lamb and Dobbins. Lamb and Hawk.
Yeah,
Give you Mike Evans.
there you go.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Should I start Bryce Young or Tommy DeVito? I would go Bryce Young.
Really?
Yes.
That was quick, Dale.
Bro. Tommy DeVito. I mean, he might get you some rushing stats, but he takes a lot of sacks. And when you take a lot of sacks, you might get fumbles.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I got Bryce Young with 9.2 points and Tommy D with 12 points. So you might go pick up one of our guys on our list. Who's our number one this week? Bo Nix out there.
Okay.
You know, check out our quarterback list and grab somebody else. Most of those guys are going to be ranked higher than these two options.
Would you trade T. Higgins for Mike Evans?
Oh,
Wow. Interesting. Okay. So I'm probably not going to trade for Mike Evans in this situation. T. Higgins been so hot every time he plays. When he plays, he's been hot. He's definitely he's caught more passes than Chase so far this year, which is crazy to say because he missed a few games.
mm-hmm.
I think T. Higgins is going to get paid massively next year now.
Well, Kobe, I'm just looking at the strength of schedule to give you some data. All right. Me and Dale, two different type of fantasy managers. Okay. But
There's no data. This is all here.
It's all hell.
No
Oh my
data.
God. It's all up in there. Yeah. The guy, I can't remember his name. That's the guy, you know? So the Bengals have the toughest schedule from here on the rest of the year. They have a weak point. Week 16, they play Cleveland, and Cleveland's, it's a much easier opponent, but the rest of their opponents are very difficult opponents. Where let's see, where was the Buccaneers here? Boom. The Buccaneers aren't much better at the wide receiver position, so but they're like 10th hardest. So
Okay. All right.
But the playoff schedule is just a little softer than the Bengals is. So
Okay.
Anyway,
would you trade Dobbins and Downs for Neighbors? No, that is too much to give up for Neighbors.
oh yeah.
That is too much to give up for Neighbors.
Probably not. Mostly because the quarterback situation.
Right.
Not if Daniel Jones is there, would you still do Neighbors, Dale?
For Dynasty for sure, but right now, man, like it's hard for me to give up Dobbins. But my team is running back deficient, so any running back I see it like, ooh, I wish I had him. I want to do Dobbins and Downs for a player. Okay.
All right.
So Dobbins and Downs. What could you get for Dobbins and Downs? Dobbins and Downs for Mike Evans? Would you do that?
Yeah. That's the exact same. That's the exact same I said earlier, though. Didn't I say that just a minute ago?
I don't know.
Nearly same trade. All of a sudden, now you're throwing it back. It's okay when you decide it.
It's possible.
See, this is why we can't agree on crap. All right.
Let's see. Dobbins and Downs for
Cardinals player. Good choices. Good teams to trade for wide receivers going into the playoffs.
What about Jameson Williams?
Yeah.
You buy that?
I mean, I buy it, yes, but the data is the Lions have the fourth hardest schedule for wide receivers, unfortunately. So all the options that have the best schedule for wide receivers, top to bottom, is Titans, Steelers, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals, and I'm not really happy with any of their passing right now. Dale's side piece is number 6, the Bears, but yeah,
What about a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr.?
yeah, that's where I was thinking.
Okay.
So whoever's got Harrison would probably be a little upset. They've been in on a hard schedule from week 5 until now, so their schedule softens up all the way through week 2 of the playoffs. They got a hard one against Carolina, not because Carolina's hard, but just because people don't score points against them in the wide receiver position. So,
Okay.
that's
your target right there, Marvin Harrison Jr. Go get him.
Yeah.
Go get him. All right. The next game, Detroit going to Indianapolis. Detroit is a 7.5-point favorite. Total for this game is 50.5 points here. Let's look at the props. Anthony Richardson, 190.5 passing yards. He is projected for 205. Jonathan Taylor, 69.5 rushing yards. He is projected for 81. Jahmyr Gibbs, 71.5 rushing yards. He is projected for 62.
Under.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't like anything with Jonathan Taylor. It's been too iffy in the running game. I don't know what's going on over there in the running game, but it's been too iffy. I'm staying away from that. The rushing touchdowns I get that will be affecting Jonathan Taylor because Anthony Richardson will just steal all those rushing touchdowns at the goal line. That's what he does. Yeah, I'd probably take the prop for Anthony Richardson over 190 and a half passing yards.
Yeah.
I'm not touching anything else on this thing. Jahmyr Gibbs rushing versus receiving, it's kind of a toss up how he's gonna get a big play. He's gonna get a big play one of those ways. I just don't know which one it's gonna be.
I just hate to bet on anything against the Lions that's an under right now because the way they've been playing, man, they've been blowing everybody out.
Exactly. Yes.
Stats everywhere for the Lions. So, I don't know why this is suggested as one of the better prop bets right now, but maybe because Montgomery's going to take more from him. But I'm with you.
mean, it's always hard to tell how they're going to split the carries between Montgomery and Gibbs, but both of them are going to play, and I guess that's the deal with it, right? But to me, it seems like they're using Montgomery as the bigger back, so goal line carries, that kind of thing. But he may end up hitting a home run during the middle of the field too, though. So just whatever they call them, Sonic and Knuckles. So
yeah, I like it. I thought that was pretty cool. But I agree with you on Anthony Richardson, 205 over. Sounds like it. 190 and a half, betting over on that. So
okay. All right. Let's pick this game then, Tim. Detroit going to Indianapolis. Detroit is a 7.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
Give me Indianapolis plus the points. I hate it.
Oh,
that's what I'm taking.
That's what you did?
Yes.
I'm taking Detroit, man. I don't care right now. All right. I'll take the minus points. Detroit just keeps doing it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. All right. The last game, huh?
Saints game of the week, baby. All right. Look, it's your bye week, man. All right. Saints game of the week is a Green Bay game, baby. All right. Got the Packers on, the Packers Nation, Cheesehead. We can use you guys. You can come on over for a week, hang out with us. There you go. Yeah.
We're good, Tim. All right. We got San Francisco going to Green Bay. Green Bay is a 2.5-point favorite. The total for this game, 47.5 points. Green Bay, I'm sorry, San Francisco coming off of a loss there last week. So let's look at some of these props here. Jordan Love, 249.5 passing yards. Josh Jacobs, 65.5 rushing yards. He is projected for 71. And Jordan Love is projected for 236 passing yards. Brock Purdy, 248.5 passing yards. They're projecting him for 254. So, with Brock Purdy kind of dealing with some injury, he's going to be day to day and everything like that, I kind of lean to this under with Brock Purdy.
So,
and that's about all I like with this.
If he doesn't play, do you still get the under?
No,
I think it's a wash.
For sure.
Wash. So do you think Jordan Love's going to be under right there, 236? I don't know, man.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because listen, their passing game could just explode. With those, Watson or Reed, kind of blowing the top off the defense, that kind of thing. But it is San Francisco's defense, and that's what gives me pause right there. I know San Francisco kind of owns Green Bay.
Whoa, simmer down now.
Yes.
Simmer down.
You play them in the playoffs, you're going to lose. That's how it happens every year.
Hey, they're a good team.
Kind of happens every year,
Hey, we beat Dallas.
Yeah. Who doesn't? We had our turn with them too.
Dang. Nothing makes me feel dirtier than saying Dale had a turn.
Dallas loves the white couch, man. Dallas loves the white couch. Okay. So yeah, I'm tearing away from the rest of these bets, Tim. Well, that's what I'm thinking.
My favorite one out of these three is Josh Jacobs. So, okay. 65.5 hitting that over.
Yeah.
So if I have to pick one of the three, it's going to be that. Brock Purdy might not even play. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, let's pick this game, Tim. San Francisco going to Green Bay. Green Bay is a 2.5-point favorite. Who you got?
But Green Bay, dude. That's what we're doing this week, huh? That's who everybody's got. It's you too, Dale. You got Green Bay too. End of show. Hate you all. You know that thing. You know that.
let me see what the public is betting here on Yahoo. The public is taking San Francisco with 58% of the bets going in for San Francisco. And Tim, I'm taking San Francisco too.
This guy.
I am with the public.
All right. Well, watch the game. Watch the game. So you can cheer on your boy. So you can cheer on your boy Watson. And then I don't know how you're going to cheer on your boy Watson, but then also cheer against his team losing.
I don't cheer against. These are just bets, and I'm making the bet, and that was it.
All right. I believe when you say I don't cheer, I believe you don't cheer. All right. I believe you yell at the TVs.
I do.
Yeah. I don't believe there's any cheering that actually goes on. Like Dale's like, yeah, get him. Like Dale doesn't do any of that.
I mean, how else are they going to hit me if I don't yell at the TV?
Yeah. You need some watch parties.
Everybody yells at the TV. All right. Like you're not a football fan. You don't yell at the TV. Okay. They understand you.
Dang.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody joining us, all the comments and questions and stuff like that. Hopefully we helped you guys out. Tim, as usual, man, always appreciate you joining in, man. Good to see you. As always, man.
Yeah.
And I got one last thing to say to you, Tim.
I hate you guys so very, very much.
That's right. All right, we'll see y'all next week, man. We are out.
Remember to follow us on social media at BSnBEER Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.